It's the Caitlin MTGO Show.
Sentinel might be the best pack one pick one here. I've been drafting Staff a lot today because I like Staff a lot. We could take this LED, see if we do something with it. I haven't had a good LED deck in a long time. Vamp. Maybe wheel that Doomsday card. Maybe. Get some beefy 5-layer burritos. Get some bean burritos. The extra 3 cheese blend. Good to fucking go. Do we want another Beseech deck, huh? Could. Certainly looks like we're heading in that direction. A double decker for you? I'm sorry, I already ordered. You were 10 seconds too late. What's the name of my new streaming schedule? I stream when I wake up and I go till 10 or 11. Most days that Cube is up, I want to be live as close to 3 as possible. And when Cube's not around, I'm more likely to go live between 4 and 5. But most days I'm trying to stream till 11. Makes sense? Helm of Awakening does not seem like the sort of card that I should have to take this early. You want to mooch off my hot sauce packets? I ordered exactly enough hot sauce as I would need for my meal. If you would let me know, then I would have ordered extras, but no, I need every last little square, as it were. Yeah, this is the issue with trying to jam Storm, huh? You get so many packs like this. Why Badlands over Marsh Flats? Because Marsh Flats is not like a Storm color. Badlands could be. There's a little something here. Got a couple tutors. A couple rituals. Yoggers. I've been enjoying Shogun, Sugar Bear Honey. Top could have been a good Storm card. Yeah, but I wasn't going to take top over Tendrils or whatever it was. Seething Song versus Watery Grave. I think I want to take the Song. I really hope to get Manamorphose. Doomsday's a big maybe. You're a big fan of the book, Shogun. There was an old series, right? I think I picked up the series recently, right before they remade it. I think I have the DVD sitting in my watch pile because I heard good things. I think Helm looks good here. It's another artifact to sack to Beseech too. James Clavell's Shogun. That was the book, right? Yeah, it was a miniseries in the 80s too. Also really highly rated. It's like an 8.1 on MDB. Pack 2 Black Lotus. I'm also excited for a Pack 2 Black Lotus. That would really hit the spot, wouldn't it? Into Demonic Tutor. Maybe get a Wheel of Fortune. Not really the pack for me, is it? I think I'm supposed to take the Inquisition. A little bit of discard here. The Talisman would give me another thing to sack to Beseech, but I don't think it's a priority pickup. I think we'll end up with like a few other ways of getting artifacts and stuff. And you can always cast Beseech without, playing the card for free. It's just not as good. Interesting. Mystical Tutor, Duress, Lotus Petal, Underground Sea. Currently no blue cards, but blue does get paired with Storm a solid amount. Research Desk is actually interesting with Helm, right? I think I'm maybe supposed to grab Lotus Petal with the Og's Will. I hope that desk wheels. Chromox is actually really awkward with Yawgmoth's Will. Chromox would be interesting if we had a bunch of draw 7s. Right now we have 0 draw 7s. I might prefer Faithless Looting. Just get a bunch of shit in the yard. Voidwalker's not a bad backup plan. I think I like Chromatic Star here. The baubles are like kind of nice with Helm, right? Play it for free, crack it, draw a card. Yogg's Will, play it for free, crack it, draw a card, and just build Storm that way. Oh yeah, Orcish Lumberjack works really, really well with power 4-drops. Like a card like Esika's Chariot or Minskin Boo. And it's really good with Titania too, Titania is just like a really groovy card to play off a Lumberjack sack. You're like sacrificing a land to get a Black Lotus every turn. It's like, it's kind of a nutty card actually. Chromatic Star filters Seething Song for black mana. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also another card in the bin for Cabal Ritual. Yeah, the Faithless Looting and Cabal Ritual thing too, Looting's like 3 cards in the bin. That could matter. I kind of like Dark Confident here. Every extra card you get from Dark Confident is like +1 Storm. And every hit you get on the opponent is 1 less Storm than you need. Actually plays pretty well with Tendrils of Agony. Look at Mind Twist, Black Cleave Cliffs. Maybe DRC. I think I'm just going to take the twist, Is Grief interesting? I don't think any of these cards are interesting. I kind of hate City of Traders. I guess I just keep cutting black. Oh, nice. It's not a Black Lotus, but it's like the next best thing, Research Desk or Duress? I've really been liking the Research Desk. And it is another artifact for Beseech and is good with Helm. And we got a bunch of other discard, right? We got the Mind Twist and the Grief now. Cool. Probably should have grabbed that portal. Black Lotus one time. Black Lotus would be pretty sweet. Black Lotus into Demonic Tutor. Let's go. It depends on the deck, Red Ferret. Discard. So like a combo deck would want to have like 1, maybe 2 pieces of discard max per game, because you need most of your cards to function as like combo pieces, and you can't really afford to top deck a discard spell when you need like a ritual or whatever, something that makes your deck actually work. Whereas a more controlling deck, like say Black-White, might be really happy to go turn 1 Thoughtseize and a turn 2 him to Turok, into like actual Turok on 4, right? I guess I'm distracting this Edict. Really not my pack, Well, there's a Wheel of Fortune. That's helpful. I like Grim Monolith as a ritual too, but we're gonna take the Wheel. Yeah, the last time I had a Storm deck, it didn't have a draw 7 in it, and it felt pretty bad. So normally Thoughtseize is like that premium black card that you just like always want to never pass. I feel like this Manamorphose is really important to our deck functioning though. Like working as a deck. The Helm turns it into a sweet ritual too. And then it's really good at converting the Seething Song mana. And it wouldn't come back necessarily. There's no green cards in this pack. The only red card is Hellratter. Interesting. Trying to think if this Lurrus does anything with Lion's Eye Diamond. It's cool with Chromatic Star and Mishra's Research Desk. I don't think it does anything with LED, though. We would have had to, like... Yeah, no, I just don't see it. We'd have to, like, Vamp Tutor while we have Star or Desk in play before that turns into an interesting thing. Fable's a very good card, yeah. I'm just thinking about it, the Lurrus first. If we had the Black Lotus, this Lurrus would be amazing. The Fable gives you a lot of stuff for Beseech anyway. Random Dueling. How many more playables do I need? Like 1? That's not bad. And there's some Desperation filler. Looking at Reign of Filth and Coveted Jewel. How do we feel about Coveted Jewel? Is that an interesting card here? Could sack it to Beseech. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be nice to have another draw spell, but I think I'm going to take the Reign of Filth. I don't think we ever get... How many spells do you need for Aether Flux? Like 7 or something? It feels like a lot. I don't think any of these other cards help either, though. Jesus, that Solitude. Can you Beseech for Valky and play the other side? Oh, hey, my burritos are outside. I'll go grab them real quick so they don't get too cold. Oh, ship it up. Hey, Chad Shuby thinks that's 65 months. Yeah. I missed the Black Lotus today. All 3 Black Lotuses? Oh no. A Triome and a Luris? Yeah, but I'm not playing either of those cards. Maybe the Triome. We already have it comes into play tapped land though. The plan is here is just to Ritual the Grief. Next turn. The plan is no longer to Ritual out the Grief next turn. Actually pretty happy to see Oath of Druids when they have like 2 creatures in here. So they're playing Black Mana. I'm not gonna focus on your question for EJ, man. I'm playing a match in multi-Q with my burrito and food and stuff. I like the cards that go into Niagara a lot. Those are some fucking cards, huh? Yo, the Druids is a May. You do not have to trigger it. Oh, that sucks. Fair enough. I was just thinking how close that Beseech brought me to a win here. That one's pretty good too, though. Upkeep Vamp for Yogg. Play Yogg, sack LED in response. There's a storm count of 3. Replay LED, replay Cabal Ritual. Storm count of 5. And how much mana do you have? He doesn't quite do it. Maybe Wheel of Fortune's good, though. Maybe we should just go for Wheel. Not the best 7, huh? And there's still a Yogg's Will left in our deck. We're getting a mini Tendrils off, and hopefully that buys some time after giving our opponent a full grip here. Sure. Yeah, I was just talking about Yogg Will Parry Composer. And we can rip that one off the top. What does this one do? Okay, so the other cards are exiled. Suppose. The only way they're casting this card is if it decks me, right? If it kills me. Seamless FDW with 83 months sub saying, hey, I'm in a live stream! I've been relegated mostly to a YouTube viewer since the kids. Well, I appreciate you still supporting Seamless. I'm glad you're enjoying the YouTubes. So the Vamp and the Beseech are my two tutors. Did I ever update Stream Decker? I did not. Did I even save this deck? I did. I'm gonna update it now. Hey Mio, thanks for the $4.20. Just thinking about how many live draws we have. Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting is a good reason to chill on cards, not just run them out. But yeah, a lot of my tutors and stuff, I've already gone through the Research Desk, the Chromatic Star. I think Faithless Looting and Yogg's Will are like my only two live draws. Not great. At least we have a little bit of time, huh? We have a little bit of a life total here. Good thing this thing can't exile the tendrils, huh? Hell yeah, Rainbow. Oh, they're worried about using Death to reanimate Shielded because it'd go down to 2 life. They don't want to die to a random burn spell. Sure would kill a lot faster, huh? This game, though. This fucking game, though. They're attacking with this smaller creature land to get their loot on. They're looking for more disruption or better pressure or something. Usually if someone chooses one card over the other one, it's because they value the difference in the cards, right? Whatever the difference is. Now they're clocking. Next turn I might have to run out this bat to try and chump him. Would they even use Oath? I mean, it depends on what they're oathing into, right? We don't know what's in their deck. I wonder why they didn't exhume a fatty a long time ago, huh? Or they're worried about me spanking them with grief, maybe? They're worried about the menace on grief. Well, we died. Yeah, the Yogswill and the Faithless Looting were only 2 live cards. Bummer. Yeah, I like all this still. They might not even have Yogswill post-board. At least I'll like 2 creatures out of me. Or not Yogswill, Oath of Druids. They might cut it. So I'm not going to cut like Bob and Bat and Grief or whatever. Rough draw. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, we used our tutors and stuff already. Possibly I shouldn't have gone for Wheel of Fortune when I did. Because we were close to getting there with a tutor for Yogswill. Aether Flux, I think it takes a bit too much. Yeah, obviously Flux works in some decks. I'm just like really maybe we had something like Top where we could just get like a lot of plays out of a single card. But we just don't have anything like that really. Yeah, Flux and Citadel are great together. For sure. They have all this removal in my deck for like my 3 creatures, and I've got a draw here that has several creatures in it. You can Cabal Ritual first there to make sure that you have the mana for Fable. I really didn't want to though. Didn't love that. Sure. I think that's a win. Oh, Quad Ritual first, right? Shit. Still plenty of mana. They knew we had Tendrils in our deck, so we were just gonna link. I mean, our Storm count's already there. We already have plenty of mana to play the Beseech. Could have killed them from a much higher life total than 12 here. Do I think they leave all the removal in, And Oath. Their Confidence really good at grinding through some disruption. I think just Fable and Grief is kind of nice. Hand's looking pretty slow, huh? Correct, Colony Advance. Not if you have a Yogswill resolved, of course. Because Yogswill will exile the card's going to the graveyard, but in general, yeah. You can respond to your Cabal Ritual to grow it. Oh shit, what up? Hey Ronan, thanks for the sub, thanks for 57 months. Well, the Xanadar is my only red source here. We're gonna play it out. It's a slow hand. Alright, Mio's got a song request. We've been very patient waiting for her. We'll fire that up now. It's not a great opener, but my opponent's playing in a deck that I don't think is too aggressive. Oh, hers is really good, huh? Really good against that Yogg Will. Feeling like a genius for boarding in this Kolaghan's Command now. I think, assuming we get to resolve the Kolaghan's Command, I don't think we make them discard. I think we just shock them. Making them discard could actually be a downside because they've got some reanimation in their deck. Good luck with that, Mean Bean. We trophied with the 2-Power League. It was a lot of fun. Fourth won a lot of games. Oh, they've got responses. Oh, they're making themselves discard. Set this Titan. Nice. Well, I'm going to take Necromancy out of their hand. And then if they want to death their Titan back, at least they're losing some life, And then they can gain 5 life when it comes back in. But they'll be at 16 instead of 18 at least. So if we Seething Song, Reign of Filth, we'll have 9 mana available. And then if we Beseech the Mirror, we will not be able to cast Yawgmoth's Will, right? And play anything of relevance back. I think it's Seething Song, Manamorphose, cast Reign of Filth, don't sack any lands, play Wheel of Fortune. I think is the line. Looks like a win. I don't see it, friend. I don't see a guaranteed win here. If you Beseech for Yogg's Will, what are you flashing back? You're spending 4 mana on Beseech, and then 3 mana on Yogg's Will. That's 7. If you Reign of Filth and Seething Song, you have 9 mana. So you're minusing 7, you have 2 mana left. You can't even flash back the Seething Song. Just cast Beseech and then wait a turn. Could do that. The Wheel of Fortune's very fun, though. We haven't hit a lane drop. That makes the Wheel of Fortune a little bit more exciting. But we would lose the Beseech. Fuck it, let's play some cards. Oh, nice. Getting an extra land before Arena Filth is good. Actually, does that change anything? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11 mana now. With 11 mana, we can Beseech and then Yogg, and then flashback Seething Song, and then Manamorphose again. The storm count's 3 currently. So Beseech plus Yogg is 2, so that'd be 5, and then 6, 7 from the graveyard. And then Tendrils is 8. I think we could even like replay the Reign of Filth too. Cool. Yeah, the Manamorphose thing into the land drop did it for us, I think. Replayed from the graveyard after the will. If you replay the land from the graveyard after the will, you can't sack it to Reign of Filth. Oh, but you mean just to get that extra mana for the Seething Song? Then Seething Song Manamorphose? Sure. Sweet. Sure. Straight amount of luck in getting trophies. Yeah, that like evens out if you play enough though, and like you kind of have to play enough. I wonder if I should be leaving up the Vamp Tutor. I feel like Vamp Tutor for Dark Ritual and just Dark Ritual out Grief on too. Take the Brainstorm because it can like hide cards. It's weird because I'm not going to be getting their full grip, but I'm just going to go get Mind Twist here and fire it off for 2 and then cast Grief next turn. Yeah, I wish him worked. Wherever you played a land, you get to do the thing. Mana Drain. That's kind of the perfect answer, huh? Because that's going to give the mana for the One Ring here. Kind of the perfect counter there. And then there's like still the chance that the Mind Twist hit the One Ring. Oh well. Maybe they don't have many other counters in their deck, and the One Ring damage matters. Yeah, which indeed, They don't even have to rip a land because it's drain. We can Rain of Fill, sack a bunch of lands, Cabal Therapy. We're upping kind of a lot of mana here. I wonder if I was just supposed to vamp up Wheel of Fortune instead of Mind Twist into Grief. Mind Twist into Grief seems like a good line, this style of matchup, though. Wow, we have a shitload of mana. Yog's Will doesn't do anything for me. We don't have anything to flashback. We would need a cantrip. Alright. That was the card that I wanted them to take. Is why I didn't play it with the trigger on the stack. Being a Dark Ritual costs 3 mana kind of defeats the point. Wheel one time? Maybe. I mean, we don't know what their hand looks like, right? In regards to counters and stuff. Have they stopped drawing with the One Ring? Do you think they have multiple counters for me? Lady Cabal Ritual and it resolves. What does Beseech Tutor up if it resolves? Just Deep Cavern Mat to look at their hand. Not very exciting. I don't need to be told that I have 7 cards in my graveyard. I have my graveyard popped out for a reason, huh? I hate the tank, thanks to 41 months. The tank says, a haiku, beseech the storm's call, Caleb's cards dance, chaos thrives, tendrils, a wild ride. Fair enough. Answering a chat question. The cards are right here, though. This is the graveyard, too. It says 7 right there. Oh, the bat's pretty bad, right? Because they just had path for it. It tells me that the Yogs will resolve, but it doesn't, like, help the Yogs will resolve. I could Yogg's Will right now. And then if Yogg's Will gets countered, then I beseech the mirror for Wheel of Fortune. Maybe that's better. Yeah, the Grief already got cast, as well as the Inquisition, so there's no other way of poking them to see if the coast is clear there. Well, Beseech Tendrils doesn't do anything for... There's nothing to bait with Beseech right now, PCS. Starting to feel like if they had a counter, it would have been a soft counter. Awesome. Then I guess I cast this Grief. You see how it doesn't have the sack ability. Yeah, just no counters. Awesome. Very cool. So they saw like a good chunk of their deck, and the only counter we saw was Mana Drain. It's a pretty good sign. There might be more counters. You know, they were digging through time and stuff. Like, there might be more in there. But it's nice that we just saw like a bunch of paths and ousts and stuff. And blue card draw. They had Ring going for a bit. I wonder if Bitter Blossom's better than Shieldred's Edict in this matchup. Maybe Mana works. It might have been a desperation thing too. Can't really like guarantee anything with that. We did drop a game in the first match, yeah. We had one where our Yawgmoth's Will was in the bottom 4 cards of our deck. We died to like Raging Ravine beats. Was Jace the only good Edict hit? Well, Colonnade or whatever, I don't know. I think this is good. Maybe I should just always be bringing in Kolaghan's Command in case of graveyard hate. Sort of an iffy keep, but I really like all these cards for this matchup. Like, I feel like if we hit our second land, we're in a pretty good spot. Oh shit! I thought I only had 7 here. I should have griefed. Pitching the Rain of Filth makes sense, but I should have pitched it to grief, right? Just got a card out of their hand. It's a little ballsy, but I'm going to play the Bob anyway. Despite the beatdowns. Got me. Nice. Yeah, every hit we get in, every hit we sneak in with a Bob is -1 storm that we need. Opponent been Timeless Dragon, and they did not play the Paragon or the Dragon. That's a terrible fucking sign. Gross. Helpful. Waiting for Snap Cryptic. If they think I'm about to fire off a mini tendrils here, it might be tempting to counter. Yeah, I don't think this card resolves. Unless the counter they're holding up is a soft counter. Damn. We just seen their hand earlier too. Bummer. Game 3. On the play. Maybe the Edict is better than Bitter Blossom. Should you buy Helldivers 2? I would highly recommend Helldivers 2 if you have a friend group to play with. I got my value out of it, but once my friends stopped playing, I kind of lost interest. It's still fun to play with groups and stuff, but it makes random bugs and stuff way less worth dealing with. And it's fun to have people to talk about with and be on Skype calls and all that. Or Discord calls or what have you. Not evoking costs us the game. Why? Why do you say that? I was not exactly a ritual short of the win at the end there. Good beer with the buds game, yeah. Game is only for PS5. PS5 on the computer. I've only played it on the computer. Because we pitched the bat. Oh yeah, we could have had the bat later. Yeah, valid. That's enough of that. Yeah, they have brainstorm and response. It makes me regret not just casting the grief. So get the planes in hand. Not great if they hit the One Ring. I wonder if they did a counter for me. No spells for anyone, yeah. The last spell being Yogg's Wheels feels good, though. Maybe they had the One Ring. Maybe the One Ring was the card they saved, but they just missed that they could play it for 3 mana. We'll hold on to looting for at least one more turn here. Yeah, the issue is we shredded their hand, but didn't hit either of their 2 counter spells. Should have been LED. I kind of like it. Yeah, usually if you see Yogg's Will, there's some tendrils involved, F3. Or some other Storm card hum. free. I think I want to sack that at their end of turn. Maybe it buys me a turn here. Yeah, they're preserving their life total. Counterable. They probably have like one of their few counter spells in hand already, so they're not digging for much. They just want to make sure I don't die to a. They don't die to a natural tendies, natural tendrils. That was very unfortunate. Hitting a land there. I think one of the the first time I cracked it or the second time, like one of those had to find gas, and they didn't really. We drew a land for our turn. We already dug through our Faithless Looting. I think I might be drawing dead now. Well, the Chromatic Star draws me a discard spell, like Inquisition. Inquisition takes a mana drain. There's my last turn. I might as well lead on the Seething Song. Well, this can technically win, but it's not going to beat a counter. Where it's like almost certain that they've got a counter here is the issue. Yippers. If they look at my graveyard, they can see that it like technically doesn't win. So like I had to lead on the Og's Will and hope that they think that it's baiting. But if the Og's Will resolves, then we get to like fire off all of our mana, Mind Twist them, and then Vamp Tutor for the win that we can draw into with Chromatic Star, right? Yeah, the way our discard lined up ended up being pretty unfortunate. I don't know, maybe Wheel of Fortune debate. Hey, sup, Alicia, who smiles at death. Thanks for 81 months. Deck needs a library. Oh, every deck needs a library. But yeah, I agree. A little bit more card draw. We have a Wheel of Fortune. We have some nice filtering. Night's Whisperer would have been hot. Demonic Tutor would have been hot. Memory Jar would have been pretty good. That sort of thing. Well, it's not a bad Storm deck. Not the worst one I've drafted this season. Oh, interesting. Because they let on DRC, they couldn't play Raphellos on turn 2. That's so good for me. Because my hand was like not about to just get there, right? So turn 3 Nissa would have been pretty brutal. Chaka, chaka. And I think I'm supposed to leave Grief back here and prevent Tracker from hitting me. Maybe that's not true. I keep talking about how when you get hits in, it makes it so you need less tendrils, less storm. I'm going to serve. Yeah, we've got the key pieces, right? We've got the Og's Will and the tendrils. Every time we hit them with a creature, it just means we need one less ritual. We already have a Dark Ritual in the bin. We kind of just need like one more thing, huh? Especially if they serve in here. Not a permission deck? Yeah, not being a permission deck makes sense. We actually have the discard in this deck to fight through permission, but it still has to line up well, huh? Still has to line up. Like somebody pointed out, the fact that I had to exile my bats that one game cost me the game 2 in the last match. Feels like a win. Fable does do a lot of work. The fact that it just like sacks to beseech is pretty clean too. I'm supposed to tendrils first. And tendrils them for 6, then tap out for Yogg's Will, and then Lotus Bell, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. I don't think it matters. Because Yogg's Will brings me to 3, plus 3 is 6, 7, 14. Yeah, I'm just... But if we needed to do the full 20 here, we could. Worth noting. By playing the tendrils and then replaying it. We had that kind of mana. Yeah, this all looks good. Maybe bring in Kolgan's Command. One more answer to a piece of, like, artifact graveyard hate. Cut this bat. Sure, eh? Got a removal spell, a cantrip, a ritual. No plays from our opponent here. Yeah, I'll kill a robber. Basically, Lotus pedaling out this grief. Is this crop rotation? Dismember, sure. Oh, wow. Holy shit. I am very glad I played that grief. I think some people don't. I think some people wait to hardcast it without you burning the ritual, but we have like a Seething Song and a Manamorphose, so like we're still good on mana, right? I'm gonna take this through the breach. That's what I'm gonna do. Dodged a bullet and dodged some kind of bullet there. They can still play a pretty fast Nissa and start clocking me, but at least I'm not dead, right? They also burn some life to play that Nissa, meaning I need less of a tendrils. Never heard that term before. Cooldown. Never heard that one. Holding the Manamorphose in hand means that when we draw a Vampiric Tutor, we can convert it to a win. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, tried digital. Things the 36 months, the 3 years. If I had fun with Doomsday this season? Not really. The first season that Doomsday was out, I played with it a bit. I kept on losing to that black removal spell where you exile the creature and they draw a card. It seemed like every single league I would play, I would drop a match to me putting Oracle on the stack and then exiling it and forcing me to draw. So I haven't really been trying to jam it much this season. Yeah, Baleful, that one. We can wait one more turn, right? Probably. We could get burned if they top deck like a Minsk or something, but currently they're Hellbent. And with 2 clue tokens crack, it's 14 damage. We're at 16. I think it's better to wait a turn, get one more land drop down. I guess it's a couple more draws towards a burn spell, but or a haste storm. I don't know how much of that sort of thing they can play though. When they also have like breach combo and such. Hey Schwab, this is 73 months. Risky, but you like it? Waiting? Yeah. Oh wow, that's gonna put me to 1. Okay. Very chill tunes, huh? Not bad. That through the breach blight still was terrifying. Glad we dodged that one, huh? How are folks doing? It's 10:30. That's about when I usually dip out. It is the last night.